With heavy hearts, we are saddened to announce the passing of our beloved James Donaie, also known as Toxic, of Bellevue, Choiseul, who passed away at his residence on Monday, 8th December 2025. He was 60 years old. He was predeceased by his mother, Virginia Thomasin Donaie, father Moses Donaie, brothers Philip Donaie, Claudius. Left to mourn two sisters, Silver Theophane, also known as Cynthia from VJV4, who was also his caretaker. Bernadette St. Jules, also known as Adette in St. Croix. 6 brothers, Rudens Donaie, also known as Moss of Martinique, Donaldson Donaie, also known as Wyerangs of Marseille, Andre Donaie, also known as Idre of Mondoudon, Wayne Donaie, also known as Malé, Sabinas Donaie, also known as Sabi, and Christopher Donaie, also known as Toffa, all of Bellevue, Choiseul. 1 uncle, Josephat Thomasin, and family in Trinidad. 10 nieces, Karina Isambert of Bellevue, Choiseul, who was also his caretaker. Zena James of VJV4, Veronica Lisi Isaac of Castries, Krista Donaie of Monrepos, Shandia Donaie of Bexo, Tina Donaie of Olio, Hannah Donaie of Yefo, also his goddaughter, Kia Bissett of Castries, Wendy Fulgence of Canada, Suzette St. Jules of St. Croix, 7 nephews, Trevern Donaie, also known as Balbo, also his godson, Alf Donaie, also known as Zaggy, and Darnell Donaie, also known as Double D, all of Bellevue, Choiseul. Enriquez Donaie of Mondoudon, Ron Donaie of Olio, Gary Donaie, also known as Sucket of Denry, Rome St. Jules, also known as Fire or Homie, of Victoria, Choiseul. Many grandnieces and grandnephews, including Derek Isambert, Dwayne Isambert, Michael Isambert, also known as Mimi, also his godson, and Carissa Isambert, all of Bellevue, Choiseul. Vanilla Mathre, also known as Nella, of Fosse Jacques Souffre, Nathaniel Obeas, and Hermina St. Jules, both of Victoria, Choiseul. Transe Donaie of Denry, Garnel Donaie of Auger, Yanil Donaie of Labrie, Crystal Sonson in Connecticut. Many cousins, including Rosalind Purloin, also known as Jassy, of Caffier Choiseul, Paul Jean-Baptiste of Belmont, Clifton Thomasin, also known as Michael in Canada, Ekron Sexius and Akenser Sexius, both of Castries, John Sexius of Yefo, Jelfa Sexius of Opico, Jurina Sexius of Mondoudon, Hendrickson Thomasin, also known as Terence, William Thomasin, Agatha Donnelly, Charlene Thomasin, also known as Lynn in New York, Florina Thomasin, also known as Hilda of New York, Raymond Thomasin, also known as Smith of Caffier, Ronnie Donaie, also known as Bro and Family, Rosalind Daniel, also known as Helen of Bellevue, Choiseul. 5 sisters-in-law, Anastasia Donaie of Olio, Digna Donaie of St. Thomas USVI, Kezia Vitalis of Mondoudon, Beverly Auguste of Monrepos, Clarita Joseph of Bellevue, Choiseul. 1 brother-in-law, Lucius James, also known as Shorty of VJ, V4. Special mention, Frances Donaie, also known as Ma Peter and family of Bellevue, Choiseul. Family friend Rita Constantine of Groseilliers, Josh, Quincy, and Curtis of Bellevue Choiseul. Close friends Polycap Isambert, Linda and family, also his caretaker, Catherine Favre and family, Malcolm Bissett, Mary Alexander and family, Kurt Alexander, also known as PK, all of Bellevue Choiseul. Madeline Stanislas, also known as Ardennes and family of Reunion Choiseul. Iluna Lafayette in New York. John Lamontagne of Soufrière. Also left to mourn the management and staff of Stonefield Resort. Children of his deceased aunt Lena Thomasin of Caffier. Children of his deceased aunt Teresa Long, also known as Edlin of England and Caffier. Children of his deceased aunt Cecile Thomasin of Balka and French Guiana. Children of his deceased uncle Peter Donaie of Bellevue Choiseul. Children of his deceased uncle Dyson Bissett of La Panse. Children of his deceased uncle Weeks Donaie of Dennery. Children of his deceased uncle Elton Sexius. Children of his deceased uncle Johnson Thomasin. Children of his deceased cousin Gabriel Theophane, also known as Stanley or Six of Caffier. Children of his deceased cousin Mary Theola Joseph of Bellevue Choiseul. The Theophane family of Bellevue Choiseul, Caffier, and abroad. The Thomasin family, both here and abroad. The Sexius family, both here and abroad. The Theophilus family, the Peters family, and the Bill family, all of Caffier. The Thonil family of Reunion Choiseul. The Obeas family of Bellevue Choiseul. The Donaie family of Bellevue, Choiseul, Castries, Dennery, and abroad. The Bissett family of Bellevue, Choiseul, Dennery, and Daquitaine. The entire communities of Bellevue, Daquitaine, and Caffier, Choiseul, are the relatives and friends both here and abroad. The funeral service of the late James Donaie, also known as Toxic, will be held on Thursday, 8th January 2026 at Our Lady of Lourdes Church, Choiseul, at 3:30 p.m. His body will be laid to rest at the Choiseul Cemetery. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, New York Road, Vieux Fort. May he rest in peace.